Well, I'm in Timminsville, South Carolina, at the Honda plant, judging by this giant water tower. But they don't have any tours of anything at the plant. So, back down the road we go. This truck right here, these piggies are definitely going home. Hey, little pigs. Look at all the pigs. Guess where they're heading? The Smithfield shop. Gonna make a little bacon. Hey everybody, it's Mark the Lost Traveler. And we're ready to travel. Well, right off 95 between South Carolina and North Carolina, south of the border. I still think it's the #1 tourist trap in America. I think the Travel and Discovery Channel have it in their top 5. But I haven't been here probably in about 15 years. It's gotten a lot bigger. I'm just gonna drive around. That elephant seems to be missing part of his trunk and half of his tail. And we got some donkeys and an alligator holding a firecracker. Polka dotted elephant. Yeah, driving along the road here. There's Pedro, a rhinoceros, bear, hippo, chickens, Pedro again. Bigger Pedro. Oh. T-Rex. Pedro's all over the place. Cactus, giraffes, wildlife everywhere. Well, there's a lot to do at Pedro Land Park. Quadzilla merry-go-round, playground. Look at all this stuff. Bumper cars. Only problem, I guess in January, everything's closed down for refurbishing. Because all those cool rides are not operational. This might be the slow season because no conventions going on. And the hotel is empty. Got like a dolphin sculpture over there. Well, probably a good thing, or actually not good, maybe a fun thing to do, just drive around, look at all these crazy sculptures. There's hundreds of them all over the place. Got painted horses, cows. The craziness of south of the border. I guess they have a miniature train you can ride on around the park here. Not operational. Back in 1981, the movie Porky's came out. I don't think this is the same building that was filmed in. Actually, years ago, when we used to come to south of the border for a quick stop when we were younger, this used to be the sign welcoming you off the highway. I guess they picked them up and moved them over here now. We're gonna drive right between Pedro's legs here. There's a gorilla over there. Flamingos. A lot of stuff to see. You don't even have to get out of your car. Just another interesting piece out here. There's a tiger watching over you as you pump gas here. If you can make it to the next exit without getting gas, do it, because gas at south of the border is very expensive. You know, I thought this might be a church building or something by those windows. They look kind of churchy, if that's a word, but after reading the sign, the Hideaway Adult Games, interesting. Not sure what games go on there, but adults only. Pedro's Myrtle Beach Shop. Come in and see a great white shark. Tourist trap, that's how they get you. It's probably a stuffed great white. I'm not going in. I'm not gonna do it. All right, I did it. I fell for the tourist trap. The story of the great white shark. This magnificent creature was captured off the coast of Barbados on April 10th, 1995. It was preserved by Gray's Taxidermy. in Pompano Beach, Florida. At 27 feet in length, it is one of only 3 of this size ever captured. And now it's time. And there it is in all its glory. It's magnificent, scary. Do not sit in the shark's mouth. I don't even think you can get up there unless you put your child up there. Incredible. Incredible that I even stopped in to see this thing. That giant pink flamingo followed me from Florida here. I guess along with his buddy. South of the border, some crazy stuff around here. Even a shark that you can see for free. All right, we'll take a last drive through Pedro land here. I don't know what part of tourist trap. It might be more for the kids because you see a lot of kids out here climbing on all the different sculptures, getting their pictures taken. Still kind of an interesting place to stop by if you never stopped by here. Or at least you can say, I've been to it. So long, Pedro. Very patriotic water tower. Fayetteville, Fort Bragg, and Pope Air Force Base. The city that I was born in. My dad was at Pope Air Force Base. And across the street was Fort Bragg, the hospital I was born in. That is a large American flag. And the town I was born in, Fayetteville. Home of history, heroes, and a hometown feeling. When you've made your wife or girlfriend mad at you, and you're in trouble again, the Doghouse Bar and Grill will save the day. Here's an interesting question. How come guys are always in the doghouse? Are women ever in the doghouse? Something to think about. Well, at one time, you used to be able to drive up the road and Fort Bragg would be on one side of the road and Pope Air Force Base would be on the other side. But you can't do that now anymore, not unless there's a different road that I don't know about. So I couldn't kind of go through there and look at the area where I was born. We were, there we go again with the old map, blah, 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 blah. We were only here for about a year. And then my dad got shipped off to another area in the world and off we went. Down some back road here in the Carolinas, over by the Norfolk Southern Railway, over by one of their rail yards. There's one long train there. Look over here at this lady's yard for the holidays. Look at this house. Look at all these decorations out here. This place must have lit up. Wow. It's like an old Bonnie and Clyde car. Whoa, that was cool. I'm in Selma, North Carolina, established back in 1867. Old Pepsi sign on the side of this building. Waiting for the train to go by. Well, that was quick. Man, look at all this wood they cut up. Still winter time. They're gonna be needing that. It's cool, these firemen over here are practicing fire safety on this old abandoned house here. This is Union Station in Selma, North Carolina, built back in 1923, the Atlantic Coastline Southern Railway, and is also part of the National Register of Historical Places. And the Amtrak stops here. Neat old building. You got like the crossroads of America right here. You got Tracks going every which way, north, south, east, and west. A lot of industry coming through Selma, North Carolina. These old baggage carts used back in the day. I don't think they use them anymore. That one's tied down. This one's got a flat tire. My tracks go right through the middle of town. After the 1964 Democratic Convention, Lady Bird Johnson set out on a 4-day, 1,600-mile campaign aboard the train, and they made a stop here. Still have their Christmas decorations up. All these ornaments are pictures of trains. This old typewriter dates back from 1920s. These tracks go right through the middle of town. I'm sure once back in its heyday, this was maybe a freight terminal or grain. Could have even been an old station. This is what I like about small town America. This old theater, the Rudy, American Musical Jubilee. Old drugstore there to the left. Shoe repair back from 1963. All these old stores and buildings way back in the early 1900s. Some were built, some were even established. They always say when you want some really good food to eat, always ask the locals, and that's what I did, and I found this place. Parker's Barbecue. They say this is the best barbecue in the state of North Carolina, here in Wilson, North Carolina. But since I'm kind of in a rush today, I'm going to the go around back and take out. I guess this is the back door to the place you go in. And they say it's crowded. And yes, it's crowded. Hey, look at that. That's some good chicken. Look at all those deep fryers. A lot of deep fryers. A lot of food here. All right, we're ready to chow down. Look at the size of this thing. And then they give you a bag of fries. Let's dig in. Well, now that I'm stuffed, I'll say that barbecue sandwich, fries, hush puppies, pretty good. I guess they have lived up to their name. If you're ever in Wilson, North Carolina, on Route 301, I'd plan on stopping by there. Beautiful sunset here in the Carolinas. Traveler out.